Friends, in this video we are going to learn about the WH questions or the information questions that people generally ask in the future perfect tense. First, I'm going to tell you about someone asking you about your job or what you had done, something like that. Okay, and you're going to answer them in the future perfect tense. Sometimes you will find that these questions might be silly or something. It is only for practice sake that I have just written those sentences and for not the exact meaning or the technical meaning like. It is only for you to practice the structure. First, I'm going to give you some WH questions about people asking you about your job, and then you are going to ask someone about some other profession. It can be any common profession, okay? So you need not worry about that. I'm going to write that on the board for you. WH or information questions in the future perfect tense. What, where, when, why, who, which, whose, whom, and finally, how. These are the questions that people generally ask. Now let us start with what. First one, what will you have done? What will you have done? I will have worked in a private company. Okay. Second one, as what will you have worked? Answer, I will have worked as a software engineer. Third one, which company will you have worked in? Answer, I will have worked in Wipro. Fourth one, when will you have gone to office? I will have gone to office at 8 a.m. Fifth one, when will you have returned from office? I will have returned from office by 7 p.m. Sixth one. Where will you have worked? I will have worked in BTM layout. Seventh one. Why will you have worked? I will have worked to earn money and a name for myself. Eighth one. Who will have taken you to office? The company bus will have taken me to office. Ninth one. Who will have dropped you at home? The company bus will have dropped me at home. Tenth one. Whose project work will you have done? Answer. I will have done the Australians' project work. 11th one. With whom will you have worked? You will have worked with, I will have worked with my team leader. 12th one. How many members have worked in the project? Six team members besides me and the team leader have worked in the project. So this is how you are going to just write them and answer them. So you just read them loudly. What will you have done? I will have worked in a private company. As what will you have worked? I will have worked as a software engineer. Which company will you have worked? I will have worked in Wipro. When will you have gone to office? I will have gone to office at 8 a.m. When will you have returned from office? I will have returned from office by 7 p.m. Where will you have worked? I will have worked in BTM layout. Why will you have worked? I will have worked to earn money and a name for myself. Who will have taken you to office? The company bus will have taken me to office. Who will have dropped you at home? The company bus will have dropped me at home. Whose project work will you have done? I will have done the Australians' project work. With whom will you have worked? I will have worked with a team leader. How many members have worked in the project? 6 team members besides me and a team leader have worked in the project. Now I'm going to give you another set of examples of WH questions wherein you are going to ask someone about the profession. It could be any small profession. Now let us talk something about the shopkeeper, which we commonly go. Near the place where we live, we have many shops and there are many shopkeepers. We are just going to see how this shopkeeper profession goes about. Shopkeeper. First one, what does a shopkeeper do? So what's the answer going to be? A shopkeeper buys and sells groceries. Second one, where does a shopkeeper sell groceries? Answer, a shopkeeper sells groceries in his shop. Third one, when does a shopkeeper sell groceries? A shopkeeper sells groceries when the customers come to his shop. Fourth one, why does a shopkeeper sell groceries? A shopkeeper sells groceries to earn money and a name for himself. Fifth one, which groceries does a shopkeeper sell? A shopkeeper sells all kinds of groceries. Sixth one, with whose help does a shopkeeper sell groceries? A shopkeeper sells groceries with his assistant's help. Seventh one, with whom does he sell groceries? With whom does a shopkeeper sell groceries? A shopkeeper sells groceries with his regular customers. Eighth one, what, where, when, why. Okay, who sells groceries? Answer, a shopkeeper sells groceries. Ninth one, how does a shopkeeper sell groceries? A shopkeeper measures the weight of the article and sells it to the customers. Like I told you in the beginning, you need not worry about the technicality of the questions. What we need to see is how the structure goes. What does a shopkeeper do? A shopkeeper buys and sells groceries, isn't it? You can also add a grocer. Okay? So you need not worry about the technicalities. You just have to worry about the structure of asking questions and answering questions. Now over here, I have given you all the WH questions in the simple present form. Now you need to change it into the future perfect tense. How will you do that? For example, over here I write the first one. What will a shopkeeper have done? Okay. Answer, a shopkeeper will have sold groceries. You see, I want you to follow the structure. Here, how does this go? It goes WH question plus do or does plus subject plus object. Okay, here also how is the structure? A shopkeeper is the subject, plus will plus have plus past participle plus object. So this is the formula for future perfect tense. So this is how you are going to change these simple present tense WH questions into future perfect tense. Okay, let us do it once again. What will a shopkeeper have done? A shopkeeper will have bought and sold groceries. Where will a shopkeeper have sold groceries? A shopkeeper will have sold groceries in his shop. When will a shopkeeper have sold groceries? A shopkeeper will have sold groceries when the customers will have come to his shop. Why will a shopkeeper have sold groceries? A shopkeeper will have sold groceries to earn money and a name for himself. Which groceries will a shopkeeper have sold? A shopkeeper will have sold all kinds of groceries. With whose help will a shopkeeper have sold groceries? A shopkeeper will have sold groceries with his assistant's help. With whom will a shopkeeper have sold groceries? A shopkeeper will have sold groceries with his regular customers. Who will have sold groceries? A shopkeeper will have sold groceries. How will a shopkeeper have sold groceries? A shopkeeper will have measured the weight of the article and have sold it to the customers. So this is how you need to keep on practicing. Now people may think, oh, there is no need for the future perfect tense or anything like that. It normally comes, but you don't know when it will come. The situation may be different in some kinds of situations. So what you need to do is you have to be prepared for all these kinds of situations. So I want you to practice in the future perfect tense. I have given you an example over here. What will a shopkeeper have done? A shopkeeper will have sold groceries, or you can also say a shopkeeper will have bought and sold groceries. Unless you write, read and just speak, you will not be able to get the flow of it. I want you to read them as loudly as possible. Keep practicing this, and in my next video I am going to teach you about the present perfect continuous tense. Friends, you may subscribe to my channel in YouTube. To subscribe, please press here. Follow me on Twitter by clicking here. Want to follow me on Facebook? Click here to like my page.